The mics are back on. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Nathan Gobes. I'm filling in for Jeffrey Davis this morning. He had to step out, and we're in the offices of MTP Software. Thanks again to them for letting us use their space. Our next guest is Stephanie Horn, CEO and founder of Boston Diamond Co. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you so much.
So tell us about Boston Diamond Co.
So Boston Diamond Company is basically a jewelry and diamond company. We have over 7,000 loose diamonds and gemstones in stock and on site. So it's one of the largest suppliers in Boston. So it's just a wonderful company, and we also customize. So there's
Okay.
a lot of customization as well.
So where are you guys located?
So we're located in downtown Crossing, right in the
Nice.
heart of Boston.
Nice. And most of your clients, is it consumers walking in, or is this direct to other businesses that you're selling?
So we don't do any wholesaling. So we are retailers. So a
Great.
lot of the time, it'll either be word of mouth or walk-ins. Friends of families will go through different generations. So, the mother, she gets an anniversary gift, and then her daughter gets engaged, and then they get wedding bands after. So it's really nice to see.
Yeah, and I understand that all of the pieces have sort of your personal style to it. Is that correct?
So most all of the pieces I customize. So it's really a nice role that I take in store, and a lot of the pieces also that I customize, I do with the clients.
Okay.
So the customers will come in, and they'll go over an idea or a vision of something that they're looking for, or wanting in an engagement ring, for instance. And we'll go over design, and we'll go over what they're looking for, and we'll help them create that vision. And we'll do so with CAD imaging, which is a computer aided imaging software, and we'll go ahead and we'll show them different designs. We'll also sketch some renderings for them. So it's just really special.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Are you guys one of the only ones in the industry? That sounds, kind of a new direction. I'm sure many of the older companies have not really stepped up to that. Is that kind of the case?
Yeah, so I think so. Where we're located, there's over 150 jewelry stores.
Wow.
On about a block and a half. So, I say the key to my business being so successful is just to differentiate yourself. And we do so by product. So everything that, I bring into the store, I make sure that it's, if it's diamonds, it's collection grade, which means it's the highest color, VS quality. The stones, the colored stones, the gemstones are really sourced from a region which really just brings out the natural beauty of each colored stone. So, we try to hand pick everything and hand design each piece so that we're able to really have control over the product and how it comes out, and the quality of the product as well. So we really focus on quality of the piece, and then also personalization and customization. And so I think that's how we kind of stand out from the rest.
Yeah. So is there any other trends that you're seeing in the industry? I know people these days love to talk about millennials aren't buying diamonds. Do you have any comment on that, or any other trends in
I
the
think so. I've
industry?
heard that. I mean, I think a lot of the trends are like rose gold. So a lot of, what's big right now is the rose gold. What's big right now is customization. A lot of people want their own custom pieces. They want to personalize different pieces. But, in terms of millennials buying diamonds, there's not a shortage of that. However, there is a specific market that prefers, say, a man-made diamond or a lab-created diamond, or something that is created, in a laboratory. So there is that certain market. But I would say there's a market for everything. There's a market for a Chris. There's there for a imitation Rolex or an imitation secondary something. But people always want the real thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. Um, so you were talking about how you guys stand out, and I think you had mentioned before when we were emailing that you were recently at a convention. Is that? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the convention is the largest diamond convention in the nation, and it happens every year. So there are several conventions that go throughout the year, but the largest is always in Las Vegas because Las Vegas has so many casinos that it's the only place that could actually house such large supply of diamonds
Okay, wow.
because of the security cameras.
Okay.
So we really can't do it in any other city but Vegas because of the casino. So it's already set up with the security.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, and it's really beautiful to see, these really large diamonds or large gemstones. And you also see people who you haven't seen in the industry for forever. So you get to touch base with them, and you get to see what's new in technology and what's new in your industry. And so it's just a really exciting, again, it's really special because not a lot of people are given the opportunity to see such large diamonds and beautiful creations.
Was this your first time going, or you go every year? Or?
I go every year.
Nice.
So this is one convention that I go every year, and I think it's really important to go just for, to bring back, the best jewels and the best diamonds for my customers.
Sure. And, of course, you said there's, I think it was 150 on your block there with
Yes.
you. And now, of course, you mentioned Las Vegas is a major place for diamonds. But how does Boston sort of fit into the U.S. and maybe overall diamond market? Is it a kind of a hub with all those 150 there and just in one block?
I would say I am really surprised at how many engagements and engagement rings that I sell on a weekly basis. I'm like, is there really that many people getting engaged with? I just think it's such a beautiful thing because I think the part of my job that I love so much is that you get to be a part of something so special in a person's life. And, I love romance, and I love things that are, and I love, especially a girl. And, so I love romance, and I love, things that are romantic. And so you really get to be a part of everyone's romance by either customizing their rings or helping them pick out wedding bands or on their 1-year anniversary or their 20-year anniversary. So it's just really, for me, it brings me a lot of happiness, and it brings me just a lot of joy that, I get to be a part of that.
Yeah. And, we were talking about your personal touch on all these. Is there a specific type or style that you like to do specifically, something that's your favorite to work on?
I like to work on things that are very, that are different. And I think that happens when a person brings their own, or a person, customer brings their own personal style. So I can create the standard straight diamond band. But when somebody comes in and they want to personalize something and there's a background story to it, such as, I brought in, my mother's diamond, and she gave it to me, and it's just really something special, and I want to design something that really, has my taste and has, my fiance's taste, but also still holds that special memory of my mom. I would say that's something that I love to do. I love to create and kind of take my customer's vision and bring it to life.
Yeah, wow. So let's talk about what brought you to here, kind of jump in the Wayback Machine. How'd you, how the founding and
Sure. So
Boston Diamond Company?
Yeah, so my mother was in the jewelry business, and then I just loved it so much, and of course, like, I loved the jewelry, and I loved the diamonds, and I loved just helping people, and I loved working with people, and I found it really I found it to be really special, and it made me very happy to work with each individual couple and each individual person, because jewelry is something that is displayed a lot, but it's not really something that people buy every single day. They
Right.
buy it for a special occasion. And so it's really special to them. And so I just, I just loved it so much. And I created Boston Diamond Company, and the great thing is a lot of my friends are getting married and having anniversaries and having first children, so I get to help them. And
That's good.
yeah, I grew up locally, so
Okay.
I grew up in Boston, and so it's just so I get the pleasure of selling diamonds to all my friends as well.
Awesome. Well, we've been speaking with Stephanie Horn, CEO and founder of Boston Diamond Company. Stephanie, if somebody is looking to find you, looking to find the company, they want to get their personalized diamond or other jewelry made, how can they reach you or reach Boston Diamond Company?
Oh, sure. So they can always email info@bostondiamond.com, and a sales representative or a customer relations person will get back to them, or they could just go by our website at bostondiamond.com.
Sure. And just, I know we mentioned earlier, but if you want to remind everybody where you guys are located, if they want to just stroll on in and
Oh,
check
sure.
out what
So
you
we're
have.
located right in downtown Crossing, and right across from the Millennium. So we're located at 339 Washington Street, and you should stop by. It's a great place.
Great. Well, thank you. We've again been speaking with Stephanie Horn, CEO and founder of Boston Diamond Company. This has been Radio Entrepreneurs. We'll be right back after these messages.